Hello, board members. How we doing this lovely Saturday immersive, aka no face cam horror stream Saturday morning? Well, I hope. Of course, we got to get ourselves some Planescape Torment in here. We've had a bunch of like weird lore drops over the course of the last couple of streams. But let me continue with this. Sorry. She what?
Updated my journal.
One of them is here at times. What? Kasai Saras. She's a child of rivals, though she is loath to accept the fact. Who could blame her? She pauses for a moment thinking, I have never gotten her to admit it, though I am sure it's true. Interesting. I have another question. Okay, never mind. So...
All right.
Wait, you are the daughter? Hold on. She smiles warmly as you draw her, pushing a what lever her prisoner. Greetings once again. It depends. What sort of things do you do? Kasai, are you Ravel's daughter? Kasai suddenly bares her teeth. Her eyes narrowing into slits of blazing crimson. What? Would you hear such a thing? Just a rumor, that's all.
Updated my journal.
Ridiculous. I think I'd know if that wicked hag was my own mother. Now stop bothering me about it. Who is your mother then? I don't know, all right. My father raised me. I never knew her. But do I look like a night hag to you? Could have told us earlier. Well, she doesn't want to admit that it's the truth. Maybe this is the one I didn't ask about Ravel about anything? Oh, there's the skin and the eyes and maybe the teeth, too. She glares at you, her eyes blazing. Perhaps we'll speak later, but I'm no longer in the mood. Farewell. Okay, so... Okay. So we would have to bring her daughter... We have to convince her daughter to come with us? Okay, it requires a piece of Ravel, so that would be the daughter. Do we need to, like... Do I need to steal the painting from the art gallery and then bring it here and then have the daughter stand in front of it? And that would create the portal? Oh, hello, Delora. How are you doing? Uh-huh. So, there's something you'd like to share with me. And what sort of things do you do? Talk, of course, usually about dreams, often arc in nature, but not always. My dreams? Hold on. I have dreams, actually. Just grab a piece of her and let's go. Can you hold your hand out for a second? I guess so. Just chop her hand off. Thanks, I need to borrow this, bye. Oh, I don't think they'd be okay with that, though. Maybe I could get some hair? Hair is usually considered like a semi-magical object, right? Maybe I can just cut like some of her hair off and take like a little whiff of hair and then like touch it to the painting. That's the only thing I could think of that would be like not... Well, maybe like... Well, fingernails aren't usually considered like a magical object. But I guess if it's a witch... If it's a witch, it might count as like a spell component for the purposes of opening the portal. I don't know. My dreams were recently revised when I saw you. I don't have dreams actually. Quite certain, no dreams at all. I have some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzle Well? No, nothing. Are you sure? You seem suddenly upset. It's not a witch, it's a hag. Well, I thought a hag was just like a witch plus plus. She's like a... What's the best way to describe it? She's like a lieutenant governor of a hag, of a witch, right? Like, you have a witch, and then you have like a mayor witch, and then you have like a hag, and then you have like the god of like the one of the gods, or like lesser gods of like the night, and then you have probably some sort of like evil god that is like the witch god. Well, I guess it would be a demon, right? Because they get their power from demons. So you'd have like a lieutenant demon, and then you'd have like the king demon who helps who like gives power to the witches. Obviously, D&D might be a little bit different. I don't know where witches get their power from in this universe, but... You seem suddenly upset. She narrows her eyes. I say, of course I'm sure. Don't you ask me of her again. Question. She blinks. Waiting. Doing here? This place. Okay, so... So you've never gotten her to admit it. What am I missing? Vivian, do you have anything going on? Any luck finding my scent? In a way, I believe it lost veil. Oh, I can just turn her in? Oh, hold on. Let me get a save. This might be bad. I'm not in dialogue mode module. Hold on. Okay. In a way, I believe it's on Marissa's lost veil, which I returned to her. She has your scent.
Updated my journal.
25,000 experience. Dang. For the recent moment, Vivian's eyes smolder with rage. She does she? We'll see about that. Do not move. I shall return. Wait. There, that solves that hideous witch. Always stealing my perfumes. Well, but never did I think she'd have the audacity to steal my own personal scent. Humph. She suddenly takes out of her crimson hair, and in moments you are surrounded by the most exotic, intensely exotic and arousing scent you have ever had the pleasure of smelling. That smells great. It does it not? She smiles at you. And as you have done a favor to me, so I wish to perform one for you. Stand close to me, scarred one. Approach her? You step closer to Vivian. She takes your hand and, turning it over, takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Phew. She wrinkles her nose. Vinegar or embalming fluid? Here, I will remove the smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables, and a light tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reek lessens substantially. There. How is that? People should be less eager to avoid conversation with you now. Thanks, Vivian. Farewell. Wow, she increased her charisma by 1. Okay, great. We're up to a 12 charisma. Our charisma is average. This guy is average charisma-wise now. Sure. Whatever you say, module. Whatever you say.
Done.
Anything else you have to do, Vivian? I greet you. Even her regal beauty is eclipsed. Okay, just passing. Bye-bye. You stink less, yeah. We don't smell good, we just stink less. Okay, wait, is this lady got something to talk to us about now? Is it right in Lindsay for Mark? Yes. Questions? Tell me about... Oh, wait. Kinsari is Revel's daughter, is that true?
Updated my journal.
I do not know, but I, for one, would not be surprised. For Hera's sake, look at that girl. Ask Juliet, though. The two of them were once friends before Montague came along. Okay. See, that's what we needed to know. Okay, here we go. See, Juliet already owes us a favor, even if she doesn't like the consequences of her own actions. Juliet, I need to talk to you. Juliet, let me speak with you. It is important. Okay. Greetings, can I ask a question? Yes. Being here, can you help me? This is Rose's daughter. Is that true?
Updated my journal.
Ravel, I thought I might have heard that name before. I know not of the truth of it, but I have heard such a rumor. Thou may wish to ask, sorry, Andertongue, a very, very same question. They are half-sisters, thou see. Are they? Interesting. I have another question. Okay, never mind. Farewell. So they're half-sisters. Interesting. I don't remember which room is the dominatrix room. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's you again. Just can't get enough of me, huh? I had some questions. She's looking annoyed. Fine, whatever. Ask. What are you doing? Is your half-sister, is that true? Yes, I'm related to that chubby, mewling hook-nosed daydreamer. Same father, different mother. So, I was hoping you could help me find out if Kinsey really is Ravel's daughter.
Updated my journal.
Frowns at you. Normally, I'd loathe to help you like this, but I'm feeling it upset that flirting, preening, doxy good? Doxy good? And well... Wait, hold on. Feeling it would upset that flirting... Oh, preening, doxy, good and well. I don't know what doxy means. I didn't realize that was like a... Okay, doxy. Doxy, good and well. Tell her to ask our father. He's a powerful Cambion. She ought to be able to call to him right then and there. That'll get your answers. Cambion? Yes, Cambion. Rolls her eyes. Didn't you hear me the first time? Ears are all stopped up with the last of your brains running out of them. Asking what one is. Me. Why? You're clueless. She shakes her head sadly, touting all the while. A half fiend, Burke. Sort of like you, but you're half dung, I think. You smell it, at any rate. Better than that, than half you. You wish you were half sod. Even if you ended up with a goat's bum on your shoulder, it'd be better than the scarred up face of yours. That's enough. She looks annoyed. Fine, whatever. Ask. Okay. Anything I know about her? A scholar or something? Oh, well then. Okay. T12? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna allow this. It's been a while since we've upset the bot. Thanks, Urban Dictionary. Yeah. Doxy is a prostitute, someone who has sex as many men possible in one night. Oh my god. Oh my god, that Doxy had sex with my husband, along with my son, father, brother, uncle, father-in-law, grandfather last night. Okay, so a Doxy is just a different word for a lady who has a lot of sex? Okay, I guess. Interesting. I have never heard that term before. I mean, I guess that sounds better than the other word that would describe a woman who has sex with lots of men. Okay, it was, wait, where is she? Ma'am, I'm gonna force you to talk to your father about your mother. We're gonna have a very full episode of, like, drama here. Oh, there she is. I'm happy that Fall with Grace is here to, like, supervise this, so it's not just me running up and being completely rude about this lady's heritage. I don't know what you just said, Anna. It's fine. Depends. What sort of things do you do? I had some questions. When I talked to Kimoxie, she told me you're your half-sister and that Ravel's your mother. What are you here? Okay. Carl Snodder's eyes blazing malice. That hex. How I loathe that woman. Why would you even believe that sort of thing? She says that you deny it, and in fact may not know it, but that it's true. She said you could ask your father, that he would tell you.
Updated my journal.
Carrie stares at you silently for a time. Give me a moment. She turns from you and begins to mutter softly. The air seems to shimmer around her slightly and fills with a copper smell, like warm blood. Strain your ears trying to overhear what she's saying. I'm gonna try to listen in. You lean towards her, attempting to hear what she's muttering. As perish, Maris of the bloody shadow, my father, hear me, for I call upon you. Keep listening. Your beloved yes, beloved father, it is I. I would bid you answer me one question, a question I'd asked you time and time again. Yes, beloved father, I cannot bear to have another ask me and not know myself. You must tell me. I've asked for nothing save this. Tell me, I beg of you. Yes, yes, beloved father, I understand. I thank you. Farewell. Lean back, pretend you heard nothing. Her remains turned away for you for a moment before finally coming to your face. I did not want to believe that wicked hag may have been my mother. I have lived long, I do not appear to age, and have disturbing dreams sometimes. She shudders, but still I do not wish to be the inheritor of the evil she caused, nor draw the lady's gaze as my mother did, such evil things she did. Okay, you know a piece of yourself. Read about it. Nothing like Ravel, farewell. Tell me about what you know of her, will you? Archer, she would pose impossible riddles to people, riddles she could answer but no one else could. She would devour the person if they answered incorrectly or leave them dangling in her horrifying gardens as example to all. Thus few who somehow escaped she tormented in their dreams, riding them like steeds, breaking their wills and hurling their souls into the colorless oblivion of the gray wastes. I need you to give me a piece of yourself. Like, wow, that is so... Go on. Her magic was said to be beyond anything most had ever seen. It was imagination woven from nightmare and given substance. Stone and solid shapes bent to her will like soft clay. The laws of the plains would bend beneath her feet, and from nothing she could weave illusion. And from illusion weave realities that could horrify and kill and confound. She was a mistress of all the dark arts, mistress and master of them all. She hounded a governor that dared quote sigil law to her with the shadows that devoured him, all but his tongue, his fingers, and the flesh of his face. She turned mercy killers inside out and shattered buildings of those who displeased her. Terrible powers were at her command. You want a piece of me, boy? She just takes a stance like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know where this is going, but there's probably like a 2/3 chance that I'm not going to enjoy it. Hold on. Go on. She changed her shape like water and would use it to destroy some for amusement and to steal knowledge from others. She was a monster, like all that had been spawned from the Grey Waste. In the end, she threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains come rolling in like a wave. Fortunately, she did not succeed. She existed solely to cause malice. I do not know if she is dead, but I know now that she was my mother. As her shoulders slump, her head hangs down. Oh, that I had tears so that I could weep sorrow. Try and comfort her. Just leave me be. I'll be fine. I just need some time to think about it, that's all. Alright, but, I need you to give me a piece of yourself? She looks alarmed. Pardon? Correct response in the nicest way possible. Excuse me, what did you just say, you psychopath? Is probably the correct response. Look, I know you found out that your mom was like this horrible, 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 super magical, evil being, but is there any chance I can get a part of you? Excuse me, what did you say, you psycho? The portal key to Ravel's maze is a piece of her, and you are her blood. It is close enough. Kazi gasped. You intend to seek her out? Her surprise quickly changes to an expression of weariness. What would you need of me? Your blood, most likely? Only a drop or two, I'm sure. She nods, but do you have a way to carry it? A piece of cloth, like a handkerchief or something, you know? No, I don't. He sighs, looking around. I'm sure there's one in the brothel somewhere. Bring it here when you find it, all right? I'll give you the blood then. I'll return when I have a handkerchief then. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
I gotta get a handkerchief. Why?
I'm gone.
Does that matter? Why do I need a handkerchief? They're all over the brothel. Just give me one. What are you talking about? Why do I need a handkerchief? Oh my god, where's a handkerchief? There, a handkerchief. Oh my god. It's an unremarkable silk handkerchief. Why? Why would you add that as a requirement for me to have a handkerchief? That doesn't add anything. I've already talked to literally every person who works in this building at this point in the quest line. Yes, I have the handkerchief. Smiles you warmly as you draw near her, pushing away. All greetings once again.
Updated my journal.
40,000 XP. She takes the handkerchief and gingerly pricks the tip of her finger with one of her fangs. After letting several drops of blood soak into the claw, she returns it to you. You're placing yourself in grave danger, you know. Even if the stories of my mother are greatly exaggerated, she's horribly powerful and completely evil. Good luck. Yes, so I've heard. Thanks, and farewell.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Wait, he leveled up again?
My blade has shifted.
Wait, saving throws have improved, fighting skills have improved, Dakon's weapon has changed. 3 hit points gained, 1 hit point gained from Khan. Accept? Yeah, he's level 7 now. He leveled up twice from all of this stuff we've been doing, but... What? Also, he is incredibly close. He's literally... He's 20 Is that 22 hit points or XP away from leveling up? Wait. Is that 22? I think he's literally 22 XP away from leveling up. That time it was a mage level? Is that how it works? There's no way that's how it works, right? Oh my god, you're right. It's actually a separate... I did not notice that before. It's actually a separate XP system. Wow. That's insanity. Multi-classing in 2nd edition must have been absolutely insane then. I did not notice that he has a second experience bar thing going on. Wow. How does that work? There's got to be some huge restrictions on multi-classing then, right? It kind of was. It would have to be. Multi-classing in 4th and 5th editions are kind of a gigantic pain in the butt. I cannot imagine what multi-classing in Advanced was. If you have separate XP pools, that is insanity. That is blowing my mind. It was only one of the 2 multi-classing systems? Wait, what do you mean? I guess versus the original D&D that had a multi-class system? Because no one else is multi-classed. Oh, wait. Oh, she is actually multi-classed into a thief and a fighter. So she's a level 7 thief, but only a level 6 fighter. Odd. So I guess I would give up the fighter stuff and then multi-class into... But then if I'm getting XP for both, then why do they say I have to give up my previous profession? Wait, there was a multi-class and dual class? Oh, God. If you can explain T12, what's the difference? Oh my God, that's scary. Multi-class and dual class. And don't ask me how it worked. Okay, I won't ask you how it worked. That's fair. Okay, we have a bloody handkerchief. A few drops of blood on a handkerchief. Seeing as she's a child of rabble, that will bring her handkerchiefs collected. Okay. So now we have to go find where the actual portal is. Which I'm guessing is the painting in the gallery? I'm trying to think. Because there's a couple of different paintings in here that sounded like they could kind of make sense for a place that would be where Ravel's at.
All right.
Because the painting of her is over here. Oh God, tell me this guy's going to be standing here. Just imagine you're in an art gallery and this squad of absolute weirdos runs up, takes out a bloody handkerchief and touches it to a painting. A portal opens and just sucks everyone who's standing within like a 20-foot radius into the painting, and you get caught in that nonsense. How upset would you be? Where's the painting on? Surface of a pond. Wave motion study. Touch the painting. Okay, nothing there. Cliffs. Can't do anything with that one. Can touch the painting. Okay, it was physically moving, but the painting itself is changing. I mean, magical living art is cool. This one's like an interactive thing. Sniff at the painting. Oh yeah, because it smells like the sea. Touch the painting? Huh, okay. Maybe none of these are actually the portal. The problem is the portal could literally look like anything, right? There's this touching. Okay.
I'm gone.
So it's really hard to tell. Touch the glass. Touch the glass. Hard as iron. I'm gonna keep. Okay. Could it be
All right.
one of the other things? Excuse me, Ivana? You can see it. I have some other questions. What is this place? I'm just pieces. Arcadian stained glass window. Stained glass window found hovering on the third layer of Arcadia 30 years ago, foretelling a scene that had yet to occur. When the event came to pass, it is fated to leave what you saw behind. It is believed to have captured both the light and the darkness from the order of night and day on Arcadia, then slowly release it, creating a brief but slow fade of dawning and dusk, but only within the glass itself. Orb of night and day, Arcadia? Arcadia is a plane of peaceful order, also known as the land of perfect good. Perfect good. The order of night and day is a sphere set in the top of Arcadia's highest peak. Each half emits either light or darkness. The turning of the orb gives Arcadia its day and night. Well, that's fun.
I'm gone.
Had kind of a similar thing going on with the dwarf town that everyone's in my campaign. The difference is that mine just acts like a giant disco ball. It just has a tunnel up to the surface, and when there's sun outside, it glows like a fake sun in the inside of the town, so that it looks like it's like got some natural lighting. And then when it goes away, obviously it's nighttime outside. There's a wall. Try to blow the horn. Okay. Just trying to think. Nothing there. Okay, so we've touched everything now outside of the wizard guy, but we know what the wizard guy's deal is. Let me touch this and see what happens. Touch the chain. And we're live. You notice the various barbs and all those sharps. Okay. No effect. We also still have that doll with us, right? Yeah. Fall from Grace's diary. Not really worried about reading her diary just yet. I want to get to know her a little bit more first. Trying to think what else we know about her. She was shouting. Oh, I wonder if we gotta go into the, what do you call it? The siege tower thing. I don't remember. I can't remember exactly when they talked about when she was sent to it, other than she was screaming, right? She was screaming for
All right.
the lady to answer her question. Lower position. So I just need to, like, walk around over here somewhere and suddenly a portal will open. Like, this definitely looks like we're a The purpose of the device is unknown. It appears to be some sort of drawbridge-like contraption. Like, this is definitely where the portal opens that lets us go in here, but what else? I'm trying to remember what else we know about her. What else do we know about her? What else do we know about her? Oh, what else do we know about her? She was sent to a cage. I wonder, maybe we can go talk to her. Maybe we can talk to a version of her in the past with the orbs. Hold on. Maybe we can go do that. Maybe we can go do that. Splinter, I need to go to the private thing. Sensorium. I need the private Sensorium.
Done.
Pretty sure that was the trap one. The sensation. There's so much that you close your eyes to shut it out. You're sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor. Get your bearings. Done. A questioning Ola done. The voice is old woman. In your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Wait. Forces with past thick layer of dust. As you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you can feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. But all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue and your eyes. Well, I've returned. And was I again. Ah, my precious man. There's a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. Yes, it's only barely you can see. Okay, your arm's gone, your legs have been hacked off, knees. You feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There's someone above you. Look up. You and you held the tip of the eyeball on it right. Yet to the festive hall have returned, it seems, and our time together has been shared. Come success? Revel, I have a few questions. Luna shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3. No, only time for answers does Ravel have. And she has no time to waste with your questions. Know this, and knowing grows strong. You must find me, my precious man. How? Do I not know? Shh. I've been non-knowing in a lady's place. Now, she listen to Ravel. For there is much you must do. Must be 3 things must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. Door. Door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But as a passing of time, perhaps now well worth it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. Okay. Unlock the key, what do you mean? Knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks knowing it and unlocking it 2 tasks that must be joined. For at a time, a thing knows not its nature, but you are no stranger to that. Ravel crackles a long, hideous cry that fills you with pain. What door are you speaking of? Okay. On the passing of time, go to the place of forges and steel. Okay, farewell. Turn, I will give you help I can. Ravel gives us a final smile. Horrible, you'll finger his tongue. But in the end, only one question remains. What do you mean? Sure of a man. Let's get the experience. It's different than before, more horrid somehow. Okay, so we need to go to some place that has metal? Well, can I talk to you about anything different now? Well, out with it. What do you wish to know? Some questions. I know. You need to tell me. Shadow magic. Shadow substance, shadows, residues of dead things. Now, giving you a dirty look. Why don't you ask that? What do you think about shadow magic? Yes, he seems uneasy after speaking here. No, not dabbled. Selled. Okay. We passed. Some image of crackling evil that is and was even willing to help you. Don't be a fool and you need to be. Nonsense. Nothing. What do you plan to do if she's dead, book? My, that's the best plan I've ever heard. Pure, bleeding white, genius of an idea. What do you do if she's dead? Certainly... I'm gonna get to her maze. Lunatic, madman, Angle Cove. Do not listen to a word I've said. Maze for turning into pain. That means she's at least 10 times as barmy as you. Not. It goes quiet. For a moment, you finish. Maze is serious, but tars. Yes? All mazes have portals. This much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. Some lady fashions them. Okay, its location or even its form, but I am told its key is a piece of gravel. Okay, so that's... okay. So we need to go to a place that has, what is it, smoke or fire and stuff? Where is the... Okay, there we go. Not that I have any idea what that means exactly. So probably not a museum? No, I would think not the museum.
All right.
I was thinking it was the painting of her, but it's not the museum, I guess. Apothecary. I'm wondering if it's another part of the world that I haven't been to yet. Reward the Hive. Buried Village. Because I'm assuming each one of these little areas is a different chunk. Like, this is the player's maze. This is Ravel's maze. This is the blacksmith shop, or something like that. Or the blacksmith ward, or something. Well, we haven't been in under Sigil in a while, but that place also sucks a lot, so... Oh, you know what we haven't done? Hold on. Let me take a nap. Let's go get a nap. Real fast. Let's go get a nap. And then, we'll have Dakan identify that doll. Hi. How can you help me? Look from the Senate vaults. Scroll of friends, scroll of blindness, scroll of blur, word blind. Okay, actually I don't need any of that.
I'm gone.
Let's see, I guess we'll have to run over here. I know that the first time you can talk to him and he'll bring you over here, but I don't know if he'll do it again. Let's run over here real fast. Also, we're going to need to kind of change up our formation system here a little bit. We're going to have to do kind of more of a 4x4 with the two of them in the middle, I guess. I'm a little confused that she doesn't seem to have, like, a ranged attack capability, which is a little odd to me. Wait, can I go into other people's rooms? Oh, I can. Unfulfilled desire? What? Who are you? The one before you is incredibly attractive. There's some intangible aura about her that makes you want to speak to her. You step up, she glances at you cowly, then she gives a knowing smile. Greetings? You want something? Yes? She hisses yes, drawing it out slowly, sensually, from between her teeth. I can help. Name your desire and I shall provide it. Mort. I love the fest hall! The woman ignores Mort, her eyes locked with yours. She smiles, awaiting your response. I want you and weapons of power, magical items, magical spells. What do you have that I might want? All that you might want lies within my reach. What little I do not possess, I can obtain. Speak your desire. Something I want. I guess my memory's back. She smiles. Much may be forgotten in a lifetime, much more in several lifetimes. I can help you. She studies your face closely. Explain to me the ways in which you want these memories. Speak to me your craving, and I shall speak to you of the price. What proof do you have that you could return them to me? She doesn't seem to move, but suddenly her hand is touching your forehead, a finger dragging along your temple. Only this, you feel as if the fog in your head has been peeled away, briefly, enough to catch a glimpse of remembrance. But before you can focus on the memory, the fog rolls back in. Only this. Only tell me why you desire it. Speak to me your craving, and I shall speak to you of the price. Describe the way in which you want your memories back. As you speak, her smiles fade and she leans forward attentively, her eyes ravaging your features as you speak. The present compels you to speak more than you normally would, and after a few moments, her eyes flutter closed as she gives a sharp intake of breath. Suddenly, a desire for your memories begins to wane. You want slowly drains out of you, leaving only a cold emptiness in its wake. She opens her eyes again as you stop speaking. What is wrong, traveler? Do you no longer want your memories returned to you? No. I mean, yes? What have you done to me? She seems perplexed. Whatever do you mean? Despite her innocent demeanor, you're certain something unnatural has occurred. She has somehow siphoned off some part of your desire. Stolen it away from ghastly collection of wants, or perhaps a feat to feed upon? Had you finished speaking of your desire, you certainly would have been lost forever to you. Come now, is there something else you want then? Tell me of it. I'd best not. Farewell, unfulfilled desire. So she eats other people's desire, huh? That's interesting.
Aye?
Anna, can you please come open this, since apparently we're allowed to do this in front of people and no one cares?
Endure.
Ignis, can you please
Endure
get out of the
and grow
way?
strong.
Okay, you're all
I'm gone.
idiots. Please move over here then.
Right.
That's one thing they could fix in this if they ever did a remaster. There's $84 in there. That's not important.
All right.
Okay. Is they could fix the pathing system. Also, just the always on run button. What is this? Guess this is just like an abandoned room or empty room. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's much here.
Ready.
Do me a favor. Can you detect traps?
Might as well.
Nothing?
Got it.
But this is the remaster. Okay, not the remaster, then the like full remake or whatever. I don't know how they would describe
I'm
it.
gone.
Then. I guess I guess it would just be the full remake, right? If they did a full remake of this, they should fix the pathing. With like modern graphics and all that stuff, and like all of the main characters are voice acted and everyone's fully 3D and all that stuff. If they did that, please fix the pathing. And no, I don't care that there's some speedrunner or speedrunner technique where you like position everyone in such a way that you push someone through a door and then you skip 2/3 of the module. I don't care about that. Good for them. Sensei and a sensei. Okay, nothing going on in this room. I'm sure something like that exists, and that's how you do the speed run of this or whatever. Dang, this is a fancy looking room. $383 in this room. Also a giant mirror. You see a small enclosed patio through these glass doors. Oh, it's a patio? Wait, aren't we in like a semi-pocket dimension? How is there a patio out there? Door is locked. Bunch of random charms. Wait, there's embalming fluid? What? Oh, there's just a bunch of spells. Bizarre? Okay. Is this just like the vault
I'm
for
here.
the
Right.
everybody? Is that what this is?
Got it.
Dodecahedron? What? This heavily dodecahedron about the size of both your fists balled together seems explicitly familiar to you. Its texture is cold and smooth, but whether it's metal or stone, you cannot tell. A certain almost intangible tension runs over the object, as if it were ready to spring into the air at any moment. It weighs 2 whatevers. Scroll of Fire and Ice. Okay, well, we'll take the dodecahedron, because that seems like the only thing that might remotely be something? Wait, is it for... Oh, we can use it. Okay, hold on. This could be incredibly important. Hold on. Okay, use. The heavy dodecahedron about the size of both your fists balled together seems okay. Examine the dodecahedron closely. Upon closer examination, you realize that each side of the dodecahedron is a plate that can be twisted clockwise or counterclockwise. It appears to be a puzzle box or combination lock. At each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions. The dodecahedron has no less than 244,140,623 settings. Use it. It would take every second of the next 77 odd years to hit all the combinations. But then you might just get lucky and stumble upon the solution in a minute. Fiddle with it for a bit. What a description. Fiddle with it for a bit. Okay. As you mathematically twist the cold gray facets of the dodecahedron, a strange sensation forms at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move on their own accord, turning the object and spinning the facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You know the combination once, and you also became aware that there's a certain danger within the object. Whether it's from simple trap or something less mundane, though, you cannot recall. Keep working. In moments, you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into their proper places. So we can twin the 5th side of the dodecahedron and recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at a meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper number of rotations and certain that you've made a progress in the unraveling of the object's secrets. Keep working? After avoiding the dodecahedron spinning blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facet positions. As you start to turn the 9th side of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember a second trap. Jets of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal corrosive vapor around a curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you've nearly unlocked the dodecahedron. Keep working. 5,000 XP. You circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap and begin to work on the final face positions. Just as you're locking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect sorceress runes hidden within the dodecahedron that would blast the unwitting holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the trap with the correct number of facet rotations, the decoration clicks and begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself impossibly into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into the surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examination of the tablet reveals that by twisting the pentagonal faces that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally realize that the dodecahedron is a tome or journal of some sort. Until I learned to read this language, I might as well just put it away.
Updated my journal.
The new journal. The journal. Double, triple journal. I was able to open the trapped dodecahedron I found, and it appears to be some sort of tome or journal. I cannot decipher the strange language it's written in, however. Perhaps there's a scholar or linguist in the fest hall that can help me. Okay, we finally figured out what the linguist is for, I guess. Awesome. So is this my room? I guess this is my room, then.
Done.
So is this... Okay, I guess this is just our room. I guess. So these are all our spells? Scroll of Blindness. Huh. Okay. Scroll of Fire and Ice, you say? Okay. I guess this is our room. If my stuff's in here, I guess this is my room. The only thing in here I really... Oh my god, everyone, get out of the way! Never mind, I'm not shutting the door here. Okay. Yes. Young woman smiles pleasant. Yes, that would be nice. Okay, he rested 8 hours.
I hear your words.
Okay, I need you to... identify this. Would you like to identify this item? Spell. Yours haven't been kind. Planet. This doesn't strike much fear into your heart. Lady of Pain Ragdoll. It doesn't tell me what it does, but it has been identified. Oh, okay. Talk to the item. What? The years haven't been kind to this tiny ragdoll. It is coming apart at the seams. It looks as threads are unraveling. It is obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and its plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. Great, Lady of Pain of Goddess, hear my plea for aid and help me in my hour of need. Huh, you're just a cute little Lady of Pain, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes, you are. The doll does not respond to your coaxing, merely stares at you within its button eyes. Truth? As you're about to say the words, you suddenly feel a strange crawling sensation in the back of your skull. With it comes a premonition that saying those words will place you in terrible danger. Even feeling as you do could prove dangerous. Okay. So wait, we can summon her, kind of? What? There's no way... There's no way we somehow accidentally found... Wait, I can talk to this item? Hold, okay. I'm gonna give all the weird magical item stuff to Falls from Grace. Is that a good idea? Probably not. But is it an in idea? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Steel box? Why would I be able to talk to a steel box? The steel box has a thick leather handle on the top, but there's no apparent way to open the thing. It's welded shut. There are a number of narrow, okay, very sticky. In your hand, something moved inside it. There's a man's voice from within. Oh, there is someone there by chance? My name's... Oh my god, it's his head! We've been carrying his head around this whole time? Why did it not tell me I could talk to this thing earlier? Oh, you're kidding me. What are the chances? I'm assuming you're talking about what are the chances of the room being ours, that the that the doll was an actual thing to summon the Lady of Pain, or are you talking about this head thing? I cannot believe we've had this stupid head. But have you tried? I have not tried talking to the box. I swear, I thought when we first picked it up, I put it into Nameless One's inventory and it wouldn't let me do anything with it. Unfreaking believable. Okay. In your hand, something moved inside. There's a man's voice. Oh, is someone there by chance? My name's Morton. Anyone? Hail? Yes? Greetings? Thank the powers. Have you seen my body, perchance? It's hard to miss. Him stumbles about with a silly wooden head on its shoulders. He must have worn his feet down to his stubs looking for me by now. Yes, in the Civic Festival Hall? My good fortune, then. Could I persuade you to return me to him, good sir? What's in it for me? My gratitude? That'll do. I'll take you back.
Updated my journal.
How splendid. I thank you kindly, sir. If you don't mind now, it will hold off speaking any further until I'm with my body again. I had some questions. Sure you do, sir. Coming across a severed speaking head, locked in an iron case, but it will wait. Very tiresome being separated from my body, you see. My humblest apologies. All right, then. I cannot believe I've been carrying that stupid thing around this whole time. And I didn't realize I could talk to it, and it was the head I literally made the comment about, wow, we never found that head, huh?
I'm gone.
Let's go drop the head off. And maybe that'll give us something to do with a jumble murder sense? Maybe this is one of his curses? This must be Mertwin's body. Mertwin's voice suddenly echoes from within the steel box. Oh, there it is. That's my body. Stay there. Old chum, over here. Body shuffling towards you, reaching out towards the steel box containing Mertwin's head. Allow Mertwin's body to take his head.
Updated my journal.
8,000 XP. Bonk? What is the bonk noise? Ah, much better. I thank you, good sir. Is it a bonk noise of putting the head back on? I imagine my body here was sitting a bit restless without me. The body hugs the steel box tightly. Yes, I missed you too. The body tucks the case under its arm and bows to you. And as for you, good sir, you're certain to deserve some sort of reward for your trouble. Let's see what I've got now. The body fumbles about in its pockets and finding nothing there in its tunic, finally it presents you with several handfuls of copper coins. So I had some questions? How did you end up the way you are? I'm not sure, really. The body set me down in one of the lecture halls, and the next thing I knew, someone had absconded with me. The next thing I remember was being picked up by you. No, I mean, how did you lose your head? Body stiffens visibly. Oh, we don't like to talk about it. Quite horrible, really. What's past is past. No need to dredge it up. Though I will say I'm in the box because my head's not quite as presentable as my body, if you get my meaning. I had another question. What are you doing here? I mostly amble around the fest hall, you know, lumber here, lumber there. I'm not a sensate, mind you. But I just like to watch all the different sorts of people milling about. I had another question. Would you have to know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell, would you? Ravel? Can't say I recall the woman. Is there another question? They tell me about this place. One sounds confused. Doesn't everyone know about the Civic Fest Hall? Well, it's the faction quarters for the Sensates, and perhaps more importantly, it holds their Zariums. That's it. Farewell.
Flames grow within me.
Oh. You leveled up. 3 hit points gained. 2 hit points gained from Con. Spell memorization abilities have increased. Okay. You're level 8 now. Wow, you're actually tied then with the main character for level. That's kind of insane. All right. Okay, I guess it was just to encourage us to come to the Civic Fest Hall. Formation. I liked this formation, but I'm guessing now the formation should probably be, instead of the V. Wait, 3. Well, I guess it's 6. That's right. Something probably closer to this. Because, yeah, I guess it can be 4x4 because we don't have 8 people, but something closer to this, I guess. Because we have 4 melee people. Yeah, we'll do 4x2.
I'm gone.
So, how does that... Oh.
I will hear you.
Okay, so if I turn off formation, do they just run around wildly, or do they... Oh, no, they actually keep the last formation I gave them. Okay, great. Yeah, because we're going to want something like this, so that way we have our melee people up front and our ranged people in the back. Or whatever... whatever she is, since her only weapon is the touch, and then her kiss thing. But she can only do 10 of those. And I have no idea what sensory touch is, and I have no idea where to look for that. Information. Does it say... Biography... What's that screen? Because the pre-scroll only handles... spells. Not innate abilities, right? Oh yeah, he's actually got quite a few extra spell slots these days. I never have him really cast anything, because I forget that he has spells, but... Huh, would you look at that? Ignis's stuff is all fire spells. Who would have guessed? Infernal Shield. The Great Destroyer is halted by the Mystical Barrier. Cast all fiery effects are absorbed and altered into healing energies. Casters only. The spell creates a fiery shield that bestows normal fire resistance. Magical fire resistance builds after 5 seconds. That's not a lot of time. We'll just do Fiery Rain instead. Ignis's Terror. Terror exists in many forms, destroying courage and strength. The spell causes all non-undead creatures within 30 feet of radius of the target to flee in terror from the area if they fail their saving throw at a -1 penalty. Oh, well that's pretty bad, because that would affect us too, right? That's not great. Infernal Orb. Tongue of Flame, Seeking Flame. Yeah, I have no idea how to check and see what her innate abilities do. Like priest. Wait, what's the difference? I guess the priest scrolls are different than the mage books? Journal screen, map screen, inventory screen. Oh, wait, does it tell me here what it does? Fall from Grace is a succubus, one of the target creature literally formed of raw chaos and evil. Her body and mind, the man of any species, any age. She's the properties of the brothel proprietress. No. I was hoping you would tell me.
Balance in all things. It is I.
Hi, what?
What's up?
Like, technically, I still don't know what Skull Mob does. Oh, I can just right-click it. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Morgan summoned an avalanche of his friends from the bones of the night to come and take a bite of the target. Magic resistance does not affect the ability. Get no saving throws against the effect. The skulls do 1 to 4 hit points of normal piercing damage per mort's level. Only use this ability once per day.
Yes?
I'm an idiot.
What did you wish?
Every effect 1 creature. When it drains 1 to 10 hit points from a target and grants them to Grace, creatures immune to normal weapons are still vulnerable to Grace's Kiss. Every effect 1 creature non-undead. With a touch, you can bring another's pain into you, helping them at the cost of your own health. Spell can only be used at touch range upon a living creature. Magic resistance does not affect it. Deals 1 to 10 hit points of damage on a target, but the caster suffers the same amount of damage. Interesting.
What do you want to know?
In enduring, grow strong.
So that's just to raise our friends. I just have something to say. If you listen carefully, the ability can be used on most undead creatures as well as corpses you find during your journeys. Stories bones tell have no effect on recently departed. Gotcha. So there's a lot of dead bodies we could just be talking to. Okay, so... the language... Okay, we gotta go talk to...
All right.
I'm assuming this is another one of our journals, and as such, will give us some sort of other insight into our past. Maybe some level up, or maybe we'll get a new special ability. I'm trying to think... Yeah, I don't know what else they would mean. Hi, I need to talk to you. I'm back. I have some questions. You know that I am. Unfold the dodecahedron to a page with writing on it and ask if he can translate it. Takes the unfolded dodecahedron in his hands and examines it closely. This language is a long dead one known to virtually no one. I believe my father, a linguist like myself, knew this language, but may well have been the only man in Sigil at the time that could understand it. I recognize it from the notes, but I cannot translate it. Do you have those notes still? Shakes his head. They'll be of no use to you if you're looking to translate anything, and the few actual books he had pertaining to that language disappeared around the time of his murder, I believe. Father was murdered? Fiam nods. Strangled he was. He had left to tutor someone. He taught various languages to supplement his research income and was discovered dead in a side chamber of the Civic Fest Hall. The killer was never found. This was some of perhaps 50 years ago now. I was but a child. Oh, this is an older man then. He knew the language, though, and could teach it? Surely he did and could, were he alive today. My father was said to be a great teacher. Him sighs sadly. I've his skill with language, but not his pretense for others, sadly. Patience for others, sadly. Is he interred at the mortuary?
Updated my journal.
Why, no. His ashes are kept here. He points to a bronze urn sitting atop a cabinet beside a bouquet of purple flowers. Why? A weary smile crosses Fiam's lips. A necroscope, are you? Necroscope. Speak with the dead? He suddenly frowns. I have no wish to speak of these things any longer. You will excuse me, sir. Farewell. So you're just like, oh, you're going to talk to my dead dad? Well, have at it. It's not here. Okay. I guess I would like to speak with your father. Oh, I can't just... Oh, okay. How do I do this? Hold on. There's an urn atop the small cabinet full of ashes. Oh, and etched into the base of the urn were Finn Adley, beloved husband, father, and scholar of 100 languages. Use stone's bones tell? The ashes seem to stir faintly as if moved by your breath. A faraway voice whispers up from within the urn. Why? Why have I been summoned to these ashes, cold and gray as the heart of a hag? To answer some questions. Ask then so that I might return to my most quiet thoughts. Who were you? Described in the writing in the folding. Who were you? It was Finn, a linguist and scholar. He's murdered. Murdered by a student of mine. Murdered so that I could not teach another the language that I had taught him, the tongue of the Ayu. It was one of the rarest in the multiverse. I knew none who spoke it save myself and that one darnable murderous student. I assume that was us. As goes with all unsolved mysteries that we've currently been running into, it's usually us. It also explained why we wrote in this language is because we know it, and then we killed our teacher so that no one could ever read our notes, right? It's the psychopath's test of what do you call it? The funeral test. The funeral test. Describe to him the writing from the dodecahedron. Ask if he knows the language. I could teach you this language, yes. It would please me to do so, in fact, if only despite the bloody-handed student of long ago. First, tell me what languages you do speak. Learn what you can from the spirit. Oh, here we go. You're beginning to see patterns a little bit. A little bit. As the spirit speaks to you of the lost languages of the Ayu, there is a throbbing sensation in your temples as your memory begins to surface. Memories of this language. You recall letters, words, phrases until, like a spire wind blowing away the blanket of poisonous smog over the great foundry. Hey, a great foundry. I could use one of those. The language is once more revealed to you in its entirety.
Updated my journal.
8,000 XP. There's another memory, though, bubbling to the surface, a darker one. Its presence troubles you somehow. Fills you with unease and unexplained pangs of guilt. Repress the memory, allow the memory to surface.
Updated my journal.
At last, you recall Finn Adderley himself. You remember his gentle voice, his kind manner, his schooling you in the ancient language of the Ayu. You also remember your scarred, gnarled hand wrapped around his frail throat, crushing his larynx, and thus ensuring that the secret contents of your journal, hidden and thrice trapped in a dodecaral puzzle box and pinned in the obscure language of Ayu, would be ever safe from prying eyes. Language now. Finn, I must tell you, it was me who murdered you.
Updated my journal.
The spirit of the silent firmament and the ashes rustling within it. When it speaks once more, its voice is full of sorrow. But why? Why would you come to me once more? Did you forget what you have been taught? No. Well, yes. It is difficult to explain, but it must have been a former self of mine that murdered you. Each time I die, I reawaken as if from long sleep, but having forgotten everything. Who I was or what I had done. I think I understand. I sense your regret and would forgive you. May peace be with you, pupil of old, and may you prove kinder in this life than the one you saw an end to mine. Thanks, Finn. Farewell. Hey, bud. Had some questions? Never mind. Okay, well, we're just done here, everybody.
Done.
What a weird day that's got to be for that guy. Yeah, you would never believe the weird day I have. Oh, how's that, Mr. Linguistman? Oh, yeah, these 6 psychopaths showed up to my house. One of them was a guy on constant fire. Another one was a floating skull. One was a very nice succubus. One was a very mean tiefling. And one was a walking, like, stitched up body. They asked about my dad. I said that he's right over there. He opened it up, stuck his fingers in, stared into the middle distance for a few seconds, said, "Oh, sorry about that," closed up the urn, and then they left. Let's just go. It's so absurd. It's just the epitome of, like, NPCs not caring about what's going on around them nonsense. Just to the highest degree. Like, most places wouldn't let us bring Ignis with us into them, right? He's literally smells like burning flesh constantly. And he's constantly on fire. Why would they let us bring him anywhere at any time? It would be a terrible danger. Like, the rest of this I get. The rest of this squad makes sense to me. Ignis is a giant walking, burning body at all times. It can't be correct. Wait, where is the... Did I lose the... Oh, I gave it to her. Okay. Alright. You have the cold... Having learned the dead language of the Ayu, you're able to decipher the contents. Unfold the dagger and read it and read it.
Updated my journal.
10,000 XP. The tablet turns out to be a journal of sorts, one kept by some prior incarnation of yourself, it would seem. Not an altogether sane one either. There are only a handful of completely coherent sections. Browse through it. What do you wish to read about? Whispering shadows, a female ghost hiding something within your own body, a paranoid ranting, the accursed tattoos, dreams and ravels, the danger of names, the killing in the fest hall. Read about the murder of one who tried to help you. Read a cryptic answer from an unknown source. Read something about a legacy. Wow. Okay. Whispering shadows. The whisperings are not the shadows moving. They are speaking, plotting, talking to each other. I can understand some of what they say. Okay. Wait. Read something else. A female ghost. The book tells me things, whispering things. The book tells me things, whispering things. It tells me to avoid the ghost girl. Avoid her. I don't know her, and she torments me. Okay. Hiding something within your own body. And so I swallowed it, hoping it'd catch in my bowels. I can make someone remove it when I need to. Well, that's the ring. We got that. Paranoid ranting. I have learned that my life is not my own. I will not allow you to have my life. You will have to pull my life from my broken body if you want it. It's you who will die. If I cannot have it, neither will you. You are responsible for the treason, for this treason of flesh. You will not live my life. Okay. I guess talking to a future version of ourselves. Paranoid ranting. Accursed tattoos. The accursed tattoos will not leave my skin. I have tried to burn them off. My skin failed. I try and cloak myself, but I always feel that people are reading in my flesh, reading me like a book. Look at me. I want to tear their eyes out, pluck them from their sockets, and crush them beneath my heel. Okay, this is the one that's stuck inside of the memory stone, or set up the memory stone. Dreams unravel. Why can't I dream? I used the goblet of Samar to force a waking dream. I saw a hag. She tempted me, threatened me with the shadows. I've never seen her, but she came when I dreamt. I must not dream again. I must always be aware. I destroyed the goblet. She says she is someone of power and that she will have me, will find me. Get away, hag. Stay far from me. Leave me in peace. I want nothing to do with you. Continue reading this section. Her voice reeked of evil talons. Talons like spiders. They burrowed into my gray matter, and I needed her out of my mind. Out, hag. She was a myth, a fairy tale, who alone challenged the Lady of Pain. How can one fight someone who is a myth? I don't have the weapons. I need weapons that will kill her should she find me. I need a strategy so she cannot defeat me when she comes for me. I must devise and think, and I shall beat her. Okay, so it sounds like Ravelwell's kind of after us. She's the one currently trying to kill us. The danger of names. 4 names. Names have power and identity. Names can be used as weapons by others. They are a hook that can be used to track you, find you, hunt you across the plains. Remain nameless and you shall be safe. Okay, we already knew that one. The killing in the fest hall. Went to the fest hall looking for the path of my false self in its halls. So glaring was it that those I did not know, the false ones, welcomed me into their confidence, treated me as a friend, showed me my room, attended to my needs. I had to restrain myself from launching out against them. They would have been premature. First, I need to protect my identity. I found one who knew the exclusive language of the Io, learned it as I could, and killed him. Then I went to the Scenarium and prepared to end the matter. Soon. Okay, so that's setting up, yeah, killing the guy and then setting up the trap. Read about the murder of the one who tried to help you. There's nothing he can do. Memories are gone. He says never to return. He says /lies and tells me it was told me lies. He says my mind is weakening from every death. Lies. He sat there, betraying my confidence with every turn. He said only after 3 more deaths, 3 more lives, will I gain the benefit of keeping my memories, but that I, myself, I will die when I die. Die? How can one be immortal and still die? He could not answer, so he was of no use. I butchered him so that no other incarnation would ever benefit from his uselessness. Okay. Looking forward to dealing with that consequence. Who else? Someone else that went missing or something. Took answer from an unknown source. So the ghastly head said, you have been divided. You are one of many men. One of many men? You hear my many names. Each has left their scars on your flesh. Continue reading. Lost one, immortal one, incarnation's end, man of 1,000 deaths, the one doomed to life, restless one of many, the one whom life holds prisoner, the bringer of shadows, the wounded one, the misery bringer, Yemeth? Yemeth? What? You're reading. You are silvered glass that has cracked and the pieces scattered across history. Only one piece is important. Regain that and your life will be yours again. There will be a price. This price will buy you a chance. Without the chance, you are doomed. You have lost that which is never meant to be separated from man, your mortality. Your mortality has been stripped from you, lost. It exists, but you must find it before your mind is lost to you as well. Okay. Source. Read us something about a legacy. Legacy. The note read, forget not to collect your legacy. A small code scratched beside it. 51AA. A trap, no doubt, set by yet another of my false selves. I'll destroy it, I will. Okay. So we're looking for 51AA. Put the journal down. We didn't update our journal about the 51AA thing? I don't even know where I go to ask about that. Is it something to do with Splinter? Splinter, I need to talk to you. I need to get the box out of 51AA? How? Help you. Buy something. Because it was in our journal that we needed to go find a thing. Spirit of the Linguist. Head. Return. Drops of blood. Vice. I realized. Past. One of the okay. Kill the Davis Tears. Kill that Davis Tears. Where is it? Okay. River. River Art Gallery. Rank the Sticks. Okay. Well, just a. One of the ladies there. One. Okay. Mention name Quell. Yeah. Really. Stone. Door. Century Stones. Oh, okay, wait. This might be it. An experience of doing a Century Stone. I leave a legacy. It struck a chord with my previous incarnation. May have been motivated to leave a legacy for himself just as a precaution. Okay, I might be able to claim it, but claim it from who? Speaker name. Okay. Who do I talk to about claiming a legacy?
Done.
Let me go talk to the lady who handles the rooms. Maybe there's like a check-in box? I don't remember, because she mentioned the legacy thing, and I was like, well, that's odd. I don't know what she's talking about with leaving a legacy. I thought it was going to be like a quest we started. I mean, it's like, no, you just need to know the number of the legacy, and I don't know what that means. I'm really hoping it's just... talk to her, and then we have like a locked safety deposit box or something I can retrieve. That'd be nice. I will rest, but that's not really what I'm here for. So yeah, apparently this is our room, I guess. So who... I mean, 50... Okay, maybe it's... Is it inside of the private sensatorium? So if I go to the private sensatorium, maybe I can talk to someone there and they'll go retrieve, like, an orb for me? Help me. Sensatorium. Private sensatoriums, then.
All right.
Okay, let me talk to Quell. Some questions. Tell me about this place. Answer should have more questions. Okay, because this is the trap one. So this is the one that's close to merging the experience. Yeah, wipe away your tears. Dim the lights. Wasn't trapped. Just realized sigh. Echo, only you, only you. Well, it was wrong for me to ask for your help. Speak, cloak over your features, she sees you. Doesn't seize. Try to refocus. Accompany me. Danger. Where's the emotion? The words, knowing that how powerful they are to her. Goodness, sorry, I shall return to you as soon as I am able. I'm placing 1,000 dangers. Okay. Let's say trapped. Isn't so Shibari. Way isn't dangerous. Words, manipulation. I for him. I will. Let's see you, Dara, but I'll do my best to protect you. One part harm. Where's my love? Lying inside yourself, you respect her, and watch a woman die for the words of death sentence yet. Wait, hold on. The words of death sentence yet still, she speaks. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6, the 3rd, the K, and the S. In it, I bequeath everything to you. It's not much, but with it, I left. I guess I have to, like, actually write this down, then? Since we're not updating our journal about this aspect of it. Hold on. So we got... Was it 51 AA? AA. And then we've got... For the 6th, 3rd... 6-3 KS? KS. Okay, interesting. I have to keep that in mind. So they left it with her dad? My father's keeping. You, him. A wave of irritation washes over you. Clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Always continue to prattle, even with... Prompt her, mushy. No need for such foolishness. Her, you. Something fear. Correct him. He must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Love, but consider yourself that you can forget things if you badly hurt. Legacy that could help you remember should you forget yourself. You coldly regard her, worry, depression, desperation. Perhaps, yet I have nothing in the legacy of value. I do not want to leave anything here in some safe, some use of on our journey. Her illusion is shattered just for a moment. You watch, silent as the emotion falls to the ground, splintering like such as a casual statement. Yet, okay. There's eyes, really silent. Yet you did it for him. Ends, but how? It's convinced the legacy is important, but it isn't. It isn't. It's everything. The legacy, my love, is just a few things help you remember. It's a quick, sharp. A legacy of things to do. The things you do there, such as romantic gestures, don't matter. No, she driven her away until before you feel the serpents. Would you wish to leave a legacy, my love, for yourself or for anyone who would want? It might help you remember. Scythe falls again, terrible and swift. I'll try to reveal itself in strikes. A legacy for myself? Not likely. The things I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dinara. Please, enough of this. I must leave. Leaving, you must make it remain. And experiencing swirls around you. Terrible, swirling towards the final scene. Let's ask you, Dinara. Silent, be silent. Echo, my love, before you go. There's an irritation. What now, girl? Before I go, it looks like I'm in no danger of that. Come, Dinara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There is much. She is desperately growing, and say it, she speak. Come with you, my love. The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth are there. Of course, Dinara. I ask you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. The cold silence nearby, the hissing of thought. Love you. I would joy, frustration with joy, but despair. Can't see that when calls out, she's crying with joy, even as washes over you long. You were drowning, and you need to speak. Okay, treat yourself. Scream. Okay, continue. And suddenly, fall from grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk. She brushes the tears from your eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. She shushes you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Fallen Grace looks you in the eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding, and that is the nature of longing. Desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand, now soaked in your blood. Will you be all right? Yes, I just need a moment. Very well. Fall from Grace steps back. We will continue when you are ready. Try and collect your thoughts. Does you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you? First, important to remember it is you and the experience. Who are you? What is that shade of you? Okay, so she doesn't actually tell me where the stuff is stored. She just gives me another number to go look up. I guess it could be... Assuming they're in Sigil, I guess it could be back at the warehouse?
All right.
Assuming... Because there hasn't been any mention of holding any items here, right? So... Yeah, maybe it's back at the warehouse. I think that was just in the lesser ward. Did he give us a number when we went in there to look up stuff in the warehouse, though? The first time? Because we went into the warehouse to help other people out, but I don't remember them giving us a number. We just kind of went in and asked for stuff, and they gave it to us. Hold on. This should be the... Yeah, that's the warehouse. That's the print shop. The Siege Tower. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember what that was actually called. Vault of the Ninth World. Hi. I'd like to claim something? Looking for a large bag of coins? We'd have a bag of coins like that when you described, sir. I just need to find out one thing from you. How much was in it? Somehow this guess feels right. 1,123 coins? Go, sir. Thank you for storing your goods at the Vault of the Ninth World. Can I get you anything else? What is this place? Is this really big as a world? No, it's just a marketing exaggeration. Space here, but not that much. Claim something. Large bag of coins. Sir, that item has already been claimed. Would you like to claim something else? Yes? Nothing else. I have some questions. Never mind. Well, value your business, please return. Farewell. So we had an old bag of just coins stored here. That's actually very funny.
All right.
So where else could I go? Right house, the coffin maker, the upper ward, pawn shop. It wouldn't just be in a pawn shop, would it? Also, I just realized we've never actually been inside of this area, but I don't know if they'll let me in. Door's locked, yeah. The pawn shop doesn't have anything I can claim. Well, I'm not really missing much up here anyway. Okay. Can I? Oh, I can just double click on it. Oh, that's perfect. Oh. I'm just trying to think where else we could go to claim an object. This is like one of those things where I'm forgetting about it from like way back in an early session. That someplace back in like one of the hive locations has some kind of storage box system. Oh, could the advocate be like a legal advocate? Maybe they have storage boxes? It's like getting something notarized. It has... Maybe that's what it is? I mean, we haven't been in here. There's no reason it's not going to hurt anything to go and check, I don't think. Advocate's house. Oh, yeah, look at this. There's giant shelves of just storage? That's what this is. Okay. Hi, I need to talk to you. Advocate? I need to talk to you. The man's dressed in soft blue robes covered with intricate designs. Despite their opulence, however, the robes look wrinkled and worn. You place the man's age somewhere between middle age and early 60s. The weary lines make an exact determination difficult. As you enter, the man turns slowly towards you. As he does, you are suddenly struck with a terrible sense that you know this man, or did at one time. Greetings? The man squints as if trying to place you. Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I'm Ineas. He studies you and frowns. Were you looking for me? I don't know. What is this place? I'm an advocate. These are my offices. Ineas' voice takes an irrational edge. Do you seek counsel? If not, perhaps you are best your curiosity elsewhere. An advocate, what's that?
Updated my journal.
Mort breaks in with a whisper. He's saying he's a lawyer, a counselor, one of the Burks who rattle their bone box at courts. And his frown deepens. As an advocate, provided counsel helps others navigate the labyrinths of Citral's legal system, arranges legacy. Oh, here we go. Legacies for citizens to ensure that their property is divided as they chose upon death. Defend those in Citral's courts who have been wrongfully accused. He pauses. Did you need legacies? Here we go. These are contracts that are deliverable at the death of the client. They provide specifics on how each person's possessions are to be divided upon the event of their demise. I have also heard them called wills. I've come to collect one for a young woman. Okay. Woman's legacy is 687KS. I don't remember there was 7 in there, but that's okay. That, his eyes widen as you name the legacy. My daughter's legacy? He looks shocked. How do you know my daughter? I'm not certain. There's a sensory stone in the fest hall that held the legacy number? I don't know. I'm hoping the legacy can answer that. I don't know. I'm hoping the legacy can answer that. Why would... And this seems a loss for words. Who are you, sir? That my daughter would have left a legacy for you. I'm not certain. There's a sensory stone. It's possible that I know her once and have forgotten her. Said, I don't know. I'm hoping the legacy can answer that. Of course. Hold a moment. I shall return. Very well.
Updated my journal.
Dang. Okay. So, 8,000 XP. We gained 4 items. All the articles are accounted for. Ignis is holding 3 scrolls in his hand. I had no idea she had established a legacy here. He's staring at the items. Wait, what? You just said that you knew this was your daughter's legacy. How did you not know? I had no idea she had established a legacy here. He was staring at the items, almost hypnotized. Here you are. If I may I read them, sir? Let me read them first, then I'll should I? Of course, and this seems broken, but please, I beg you, I have very little left to remember my daughter by. I understand. Perhaps there's something else you can help me with. Promise you shall have a chance to look at them. For now, however, perhaps there is something else you can help me with? Val, I shall not forget. I will return after I read them. Dianara's ring. The ring was part of Dianara's legacy. It radiates a slight glow, and though it is cold to the touch, the chill is strangely comforting. The ivory band stretches to fit the width of the finger. Okay. Dakan, could you hit that with, thank you, Dakan. Ooh, Dianara's wedding ring. +1 to all saving throws, +1 to armor class, +3 armor class versus piercing. Usable only by Nameless One. This ivory ring was part of Dianara's legacy. It radiates a slight glow, though it is cold, and stretches the finger. Among the many secrets of the Society of Sensation is the ability to shape a peculiar stone from Elysium, dubbed Soul Stone. While this stone is not as powerful as the sensory stones, the stone is said to carry an imprint of the shaper's feelings. These rings are often used in sensate marriage ceremonies, each ring inscribed with the feeling of the other. This ring was obviously intended for you. When wearing Dianara's ring, you gain an added protection from all attacks, additional protection from any piercing attacks. Presumably, the ring's purpose is to shield the heart from shock and trauma, and this extends to any physical pain the wearer suffers as well. Oh. Okay. Well, let's see. What does this one do? +2 to armor class. The 3 rings have been warped. Just looking at it, makes you dizzy. Hold on. If I wear both, do I get like a special effect? Does not appear to be the case. Because the Deplacer ring gives us better AC. Here, have a ring.
Without a proposal? How improper.
Ha 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 ha. From Grace's chastity bodice? From Grace's bodice is made from tanned hide of some creature. Despite its prim and proper appearance, abstract from Grace's sensuality, the bodice possesses no known powers other than some minor enchantment from becoming dirty and repairs minor tears in the fabric. Oh, well that's fun. Self-repairing. I can appreciate that. Yeah, we have a lot of... We need to go pick up some more, like, traveler rings and stuff for some people. And his vests. I wonder if we can buy another set of armor from the costume maker guy? Since... Oh, she can't get tattoos. I just realized that they can also get tattoos. Well, not Mort, because Mort's Mort, but... Healing scroll. Oh, the actual legacy. And some heart charms. Here. Have some heart charms. Given with love, so they're probably extra powerful for you. Dianara's legacy. My love, if you're reading this, then the tragedy I have seen has come to pass. I have died, and you have remained to suffer the loss. Know this, my love. I know why you were forced to shield your feelings from me. You sought to protect me from the terrible burden you carry with you. The distance you kept between us was your way of protecting me. In the brief moments when we were alone and you let your feelings be known, that was when I knew you cared for me. Carry no regrets with you, carry no guilt, for I came with you on your own haunted journey on my own accord, and no matter how death came for me, I know that you did everything in your power to save me. Our lives are intertwined, my love, and death shall not be a wall between us. For my sight, capital sight, has seen what is to come only in staccato segments, but is enough for me to know that we will be separated for a time, but we shall be rekindled again? Lust, do not see my death as a farewell, but only as an interval before we meet again. Carry my ring with you. and these other pieces of me, and think of me. Keep me in your mind and heart, and that will be the beacon that brings us together. Farewell, Dayanara. And then these are just healing scrolls. The scroll is nearly wrapped with red ribbon. When the ribbon is open, the healing magic component of the scroll is released. The scroll will heal even the most critical of wounds. It disintegrates into powder when used. Heals 33 hit points. That's actually quite a bit. Okay. I mean, that's cool. We can probably let him read this one. Reading you again. Seriously, what is it you want this time? I had some questions for you. Are you alright? You must excuse me, as of late I've been beset by troubles. I'm afraid it has been a rather trying time these past few years. What troubles? I do not wish to burden you. I lost my daughter not long ago. Not long ago? Really? There's also the fire, but that is another matter. A fire? There's nothing much to say about the matter. It was a strange, localized fire. I cannot imagine what would have been precious in the documents that were burned, but someone must have wanted them destroyed. Any luck in locating the person responsible? Now, neither the Harmonium nor the Mercy Killers have had any fortune in locating the person responsible. Can you tell me what was burned? A number of old legacies were burned, and some mementos and other keepsakes of value only to me. Legacies. I see. Tell me about your daughter, Dayanara. She was young. She had recently joined the Society of Sensation, the Sensites. That is not an unpleasant faction, but she has also met someone there. She followed him on a journey, and there she died. Her body, she looks pained. I was not even able to recover her body. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, I saw a woman by that name interred at the Memory Hall. I saw a woman there by that name interred at the Mortuary Hall to become a ghost and claim she knew me. Thing about this man she journeyed with? Do you know?
Updated my journal.
Little. I barely even know of his existence until she had departed, but then it was too late to have known him. Do you know where she went on the journey? She never said. I'm not certain she was capable of saying where they had gone. It must have been a terrible place. How did she know she died? How did she die? I did not know. Her body was never recovered. And his face has turned blood red and his hands clench his fists. And that is perhaps the most maddening part of the misery. I will never know what possessed her to run off like that. What happened to her, nor where her body lies now. Forgive me for asking. How do you know she's dead if you never saw the body? It was most curious. I went to the Dustmen to see if they had found her body, and they directed me to one of their faction outside Dustman Monument. A Dustman named Death of Names, I believe. He said it to be an oracle of sorts, showing those who have died. He told me my daughter had died. You know where he went? Perhaps there's something else you can help me with. I see. Tell me about this fire. I was about to say the matter. It was a strange locust fire burned with someone. Person responsible. Can you tell me what's burned? I can see. Tell me about your daughter. Tell me about your daughter. Saw. By that name, interred in the Mortuary Hall. She'd become a ghost. And then in the Mortuary Hall. Yes, I arranged for a briar to be placed in the Memorial Hall. There's no body there, of course, but I hope that the briar would serve as a marker by which she may find her way home. Do you know that Dayanara and the men went on the journey? It worked. Her spirit resides there now. What? Inez looks flustered. What did you say? Just say? Her now resides in the Memorial Hall. I spoke with her for a time, and she seems to be in distress. You spoke to her, and it seems to become more confused by the moment. What distresses her? I'm not certain. I wasn't able to make out what she was saying. Me, apparently. She said that she loved me and that I had loved her and that I had forsaken her? I see. Perhaps Innes frowns and studies you. His face has become like stone. Are you the one she left sigil with? The one who led her on the journey that killed her? I'm not certain. I think I might be the man, but I have forgotten much. I don't think so. She seemed hysterical and knew little of her surroundings. May want to go seek her out. We'll travel there as soon as I am able to investigate the matter for myself. He nods at you. If your words carry true, sir, then I am indebted to you. Very well, then. Perhaps there's something else you could help me with. Have we met before? Who are you again? Is this place again? What is an advocate again? And there's a sensory stone in this. Your daughter's experience. This plays with hope. There is? But in which one? You must tell me. One of the sensate sensory stones. If you are not a sensate, you cannot gain access. Thanks for a moment. I must find a way. Perhaps they would make an exception for her father? I do not wish to break the Sensate laws. Nevertheless, I could speak to someone and see if something might be done. That's a matter between you and them. Tell me about Dinara. Is it possible you should speak to them? If you wanted, I could speak to someone. I'm certain they would make an exception. Nevertheless, I could speak to someone and see if there might be willing to be done.
My journal.
Journal updated. Look relieved. If you could, I would be most grateful. I will see what I can be done. I would know more about Dinara, though. What was she like? Try. Before I go, perhaps. Okay, what was she like? She was young. Not even able to recover her body. Damas 87, you okay? What's going on? What'd you journey with? Are you confused about something? You know how she died. Not able to recover her body. How do you know? Or is there something else you can help me with? How we met before. Here's Dinara's legacy as I promised. Can you tell me about the fire? Okay, so I can turn this back in. Takes the scroll and studies it. There's a long silence and he slowly looks up at you. You meant very much to my daughter. She was willing to give up her life for you. I believe that is the case.
My journal.
Just hands the scroll back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness. It's the least I can do. Perhaps there is something else you can help me with. Advocate, can you help me with the fire? Who are you again? Okay, nothing else. Can I talk to you last? We were able to convince them. Questions I need to answer first. Activate. Legacies. Well, they have a legacy for me. I don't remember the yeah, at the legacy number, I believe. Looks at you in a surprise as you name the legacy. That is extremely old. Are you certain? Shocked look comes upon his face. I hope that wasn't one of the ones that was burned. How old is it? Well, I must ponder for a moment. Several decades at least? So it might have been burned. We already know about that. Can you... Wait, what have you burned? Yes, the office was the target of a senseless act of vandalism. A year ago, to break in here at the office, the vandal's sole desire seemed to be to burn my legal documentation. Much was lost. A shame, really. Sigil can be quite wearing of a person's faith. He seems lost at an inch, as he mentioned Sigil. The vandal only damaged certain documents, irreplaceable. Can you check and see? Can you tell me anything else about the fire? Actually, never mind. Check and see if the legacy still exists. Oh, yes, of course. It'll take a moment. Very well, I will wait. Yes, fortunately, it was unharmed by the fire. All the articles are safe. Can I collect it? I am the beneficiary. Of course. Sign here and here, and on the line. There and there, and all right. Now, who might have that been? I'm assuming it was us trying to burn something. But the fact that we missed this legacy is kind of odd. Unless this is like the one thing we didn't burn, and we got everything else. There we are. This shouldn't last. This should be the last of the paperwork. Here are all the items that were in the vault. One looks like a foundry receipt, though quite an old one to be sure. Did the deceased have something commissioned at the foundry? I don't really know. Perhaps. I'm beginning to think just about everything is possible. Where is the foundry?
Updated my journal.
It is located in the lower ward. It is past the great gates. Look for the number of guardsmen guard at a gate, and you should be in the right place. Oh my god, that is where we needed to go. Oh no. I forgot that place was called the Foundry. Oh no. I was so close. I just needed to have picked the lock on that gate and just gone in there. Oh my god. Okay. The furnace. I forgot it was called that. Because they talk about making weapons and like that's part of the training or something, right? Okay, Lord gates. Yeah, because the Godsman gate. Oh my god. The Great Gate number 8, yeah. Okay. I've been at the gate and should be getting there. Very well. Perhaps there's something else you can help me with? What else could I possibly do? Not your daughter, the fire. Nothing today. I must leave. Farewell. Oh my god. Okay. A kaleidoscope gem. This shimmering jewel catches the light and reflects it in a spray of color. It looks extremely valuable. It needs to be identified? Really? Oh, no, not you. No, don't give the guy on fire the precious one-of-a-kind item. A receipt. Piece of paper with some sort of symbol stamped on it. I need to identify that also? Strange chunk of rock. The lump of stone is much lighter than it looks. It might be this petrified organ of some creature, although the lump has a stone texture. It is extremely pliant, like a sponge. For some reason, just looking at it makes you hungry. A disturbing gurgling sound occasionally comes from the stone. Is that our own stomach? What is going on? Okay. Well, this is probably a good place to call it so we can get over to the other thing for the day. Wow. Wow. That... Jeez, some stuff happened. Some absolute nonsense has occurred. Well, you gotta come over here. We'll go inside of the sensatorium or whatever, into the fest hall. And then I guess we'll have to talk to Splinter and see if he'd be cool with us letting in, like, one guy to come check out this sensory stone of his daughter right before she left and died. Alright, we'll get a save here. Jeez. Stone for the dad. And identify. Okay, identify. Stuff. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's something. That was a lot all at the end there. I'm happy I put together that an advocate might be a lawyer who has, like, paperwork and stuff. I wasn't expecting it to be a will exactly, but that actually makes sense because they said it's a legacy if you die, which is, yeah, a will. Duh. Lurkers, thank you. You have the Twitch row go around. We always appreciate you. Anybody checks the VODs here on Twitch, check the VODs on YouTube pause story. Also greatly appreciated seeing those numbers. Helps keep me motivated. If you need a well thought out solution, you need a thinking solution. Raven Hillbrook Inc. Thinking Solutions. And that's going to be it for me, everyone. I hope you all have a good rest of whatever you're up to. And yeah, I think that'll do it. Bye.